What is up? We are back. Rebel X Nation in the house. We are about to get started on another College Football 26 Dynasty game. This is the first league that I joined in on the 2026 game. It's the SEC Big Ten Dynasty. We've got about 9 people in this dynasty, and so it's a little bit more cutthroat and competitive as far as user matchups. But we're, for the most part, pretty solid teams now. We've recruited really well, 99, for the most part, 99 overall rated teams. We've made a few adjustments on the sliders, but not many. It's on Heisman mode. We started that way, but it's still, to be completely honest, CPU games are a little bit on the easier side. But we're going to go ahead and hop into this game here, Florida against Duke. Already got the recruiting going. So this is probably going to be a bit of an easy matchup, but I figured I'd bring you guys along anyway. They are an 83 overall, and of course, again, I've been 99 overall since last year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, let's hop in. Let's pick some cool unis real quick. I love Florida's all white. That is actually, you know what? Let's do orange pants. Simply because we're playing a team that is normally blue. Oh yeah, we'll rock with that. That looks good. All right, let's hop on in. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Good evening, wherever you're watching and tuning in from. I'm looking forward to get this season along. We are again in week 1 of year 2029, I think. So we're making some progress. It's a little slow moving, but it's a fun dynasty with me and some friends of mine. This is the Aflac kickoff game. So hopefully we can start the season out right. I do have a preseason Heisman candidate. It's my running back, so we'll see if we can try to feed him the ball a pretty good bit and keep him in that contention. Without cheesing the game too much, obviously. But I have enjoyed doing dynasty stuff a good bit this year. It obviously can get a little mundane and old after a while. It becomes a little less challenging once you've done a great job at recruiting. And so it gets to a point to where you almost want to take a new job and kind of start over without necessarily leaving the dynasty as a whole. So might have to consider doing that. But unfortunately, the way that these dynasties work is you're only limited to certain teams that you can pick up on. So I'm not just going to go to anybody, obviously. It's got to be a team I actually care to be. Oh, and in this dynasty, the regulation is it has to be a Big Ten team or it has to be an SEC team. Can't go to another conference. So kind of makes it a little bit tricky, a little challenging. Who doesn't enjoy a good challenge, right? I don't know why my camera keeps going to that by default. I need to go check that out and see what's going on in settings. It's definitely not my preferred view. All right, not the best start. Pretty freaking easy 9-yard run. Maybe let's go to linebacker play and see if we can get some stops out of the way. There we go. So speaking of Florida, obviously, again, I'm a big Ole Miss fan. I'm not an SEC hater. I don't hate on other SEC teams, but I do try to pay attention to what other SEC teams are doing and who their coaches are, where they're going, what all they're up to. And so I was going to see if anybody had any opinions or anything along those lines of what happened with the coaching situation this year. Not just at Florida, but with several SEC schools. We had a lot of firings and turnover, coaches leaving, so on and so forth. I mean, I don't know all of them, but Billy Napier with Florida, that was obviously I think everybody kind of knew that one was coming. That was a bit of writing on the wall. I think the big one, obviously, was Lane Kiffin and what he decided to do. That was pretty nutty right there. We talked about that in the last stream. Of course, you've got everything that happened with Hugh Freeze there in Auburn. That was also kind of expected, I think, but pretty comical as well. There was just a really good bit of coach turnover as a whole in the SEC. I can't remember if the South Carolina coach, if he ended up getting canned or not. I think he's still there, Shane Beamer. I'm not 100%. I feel like there was just a lot of seasons that really had a lot of hype but didn't end up doing anything. I think you can look at Texas and see what their preseason ranking was and say, oh, my God, they should be so much better than they are. Oh, no. I missed the sack, guys. Dang it. Well, that's not ideal. But anyways, yeah, you look at Texas and, you know, Steve Sarkisian, I do believe, is a pretty decent coach. But they started the season off really, I guess you could consider maybe frustrating. I read that route and did not go deep enough on it. Had the linebacker right there. That sucks. Well, I said this game would be easy. The game is trying to make a fool of me right now. That's always fun. I tell you, the coaching that I really think is a pretty solid guy is Clark Lee with Vanderbilt. I mean, I think if you really look at what he's done with that program as a whole, Clark Lee has really turned that program around. Of course, getting Pavia, Diego's, he's a pretty stud quarterback. But, yeah, I think Clark Lee, he's a phenomenal coach, really. And now I'll tell you one I do not think is a phenomenal coach, and this is just a personal opinion. And I don't think you can really go into a situation like he did and fill shoes the way that he's tried to. But I think Alabama, you know, trying to fill Nick Saban's shoes, I mean, that's just – he'll go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest coach of all time. And you got Coach DeBoer, who had, you know, one pretty decent season in Washington and had Michael Penix Jr. as his quarterback and goes to the college football playoff and makes it to the national championship. And then he says, oh, I'm good enough to go coach at Alabama. No, sir. I mean, they've had an okay year, but I think you look at what Indiana did to Alabama, I don't think that would have happened if Saban was that coach. I'm just being honest. Oh, what a freaking joke. Sorry, I wasn't talking about Coach DeBoer on that when I was saying the missed tackles and blown coverage. That was the joke. Golly. Another interesting thing that I saw, and of course this is more NFL related, but I was very shocked to see, not shocked, honestly happy about it, but Harborough getting the job at New York for the Giants. I think that's pretty sick. Honestly, I'm kind of glad about that. I think New York needed a better coach, and I think they got one. I think Harbaugh was easily the best coach on the market available. I can't believe Baltimore said, oh, yep, screw you, you're gone. It's kind of nuts, honestly. All right, we need to see if we can stop this right here, guys. Get him. Man, the broken tackles are ridiculous. All right, that's a huge stop. Got him behind the line. Let's see, they're on the 6-yard line. I'm going to be careful here. I'm going to go pass, press coverage, and over the top and inside shade. And we're going to use the line to see if we can put some pressure here. Oh, my gosh, I whiffed again. Thank God my CPU backed me up. Whew. I went for the swat, trying to bat the ball down if he threw it, and instead should have went for the tackle to get the sack. That's okay. All right, now let's see. We got a 4th down. Hopefully they'll kick a field goal. They are. And we can move on to getting the ball. Man, they drove down the field easily on me. All right, let's see what we can do with the offense. This is the first time I'm getting an opportunity to play with them. Normally I'll go on the practice field at the beginning of a season before we play the first game and kind of get a feel for the team that I have coming into this year. You know, with transfer portal guys, new recruits, people that left, that type of thing. But I decided not to do this year. I figured I'd let you guys come along with me and see what this team looks like right from the get-go. We are not going to bring that out. All right, there's my boy. Oh, my God, 96 speed. That's going to be fun to use right there. So he was my 2nd string last year and did a phenomenal job when he got in the game. We'll see what he looks like this year. We'll see. Several stars at the skill positions. You love to see that. Ended up getting this quarterback from the transfer portal. And he is actually starting over the guy that was starting for me last year. So that was a pretty huge portal grab. I'm not worried about hurting any digital players' feelings. So we start whoever the best player is. That's the bottom line. All right, let's see if we can get some yardage here. Oh, yeah, square on the comeback. Beautiful pass. God, he is not exactly blazing fast, but it was just enough to get the job done there. All right, let's go. It's a good way to start the game, offensively anyways. I can't say that I love two-play drives. I like to get a little bit more feel for the game with more plays, more first downs, but we'll take a touchdown when we can get one. On Heisman mode, you never know what the game is going to do. I'm sure some of you that have played this game have realized that sometimes the game just wants you to lose. Don't know why, don't know how, don't know what EA has got in there, but sometimes the game pressures the crap out of you and just wants you to lose. So you take advantage when you can early on in the game and get some points on the board. All right, let's see here. Let's go with the 4-man front. We'll get away from the 3-3-5 for a bit. See if that makes a difference. All right, shade here, shade here. Oh my God! I read it, went in for the pick, and he ended up going for the guy instead of the ball. That's okay. We'll take the incomplete pass. Interception would have been huge, though. All right, let's shade for pass again. Look for the read. Woo, I'm shocked he dropped that. He did really not have anybody on him. I don't really understand the mechanics in this game sometimes, especially with it being on Heisman. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh man. I thought about jumping the route there, decided not to. Luckily, I clicked the square button. Yeah, if I had went for the interception on that, I think I probably would have failed, and he would have gotten the pass. Come down with the reception. All right, let's see. Back on offense again. Let's see what this guy can do on the punt return. This guy's pretty quick. I had him last year. I didn't get that change of direction speed boost that he normally gets. That is probably one of the best perks in the game. I can't remember the name of it. It may be joystick, but that speed boost when you get a change of direction is just nuts. That's probably going to be holding. This game is awful for that. Yep, there you go. Ref, what are you looking at, man? I did not see any holding there. I'm just kidding. I really couldn't tell. All right, let's see here. Let's do a little bit of a different play call. We'll do some play action pass. See if we can fool them. Oh, man. O could be wide open. Let's change that to a streak. Let's see what happens here. Did he get burnt? Yep, he did. No. There was no blocking. Oh, my God. That would have been a TD, guys. Man, okay. Well, we have definitely got to get some yardage here. So let's go triangle primary read. X will be secondary and square will be kind of our slight dump off. Nope, we're going to go. Oh, no, that's not good. Guys, I did not click the right button there. I hate when I do that, man. I don't do it a lot, but on occasion I'll click the wrong freaking button. The last stream that I played against Cash, one of my buddies, I ended up doing that, and it cost me an interception. Freaking brutal. So, oh, that could be. He was open. Why can't you hit the man? Ah, that's frustrating right there, guys. You hate it. You hate it. You hate it. All right, well, let's see if we can dig them deep. Pretty decent punt. Well, not as good as I would like, but we'll take him at the 20 and just hope we can get a stop again. Unbelievable. That was just an all-around bad drive from the start of the penalty to the overthrows to me clicking the wrong button. We need to shore it up a little bit. Yeah, okay. Slot receiver breaking away from a big hit stick. Yeah, okay. Gotta love when that happens. Sure, bud. All right, let's see here. I wouldn't be surprised by a run. Yep. And I pulled my guy on the other side. I thought it was going the other way. I don't know if that was a counter play or not. Let's see. No, it was just an inside zone split. Dang. Well, I called a run, and it was run. It wouldn't shot me if it was another run right up here. Yep. Sometimes if you see that formation, it's normally pretty run-heavy throughout that formation, where you've got kind of the up back and then the running back behind the quarterback to the right. That normally is an indicator there's a strong chance it'll be a run. However, I've seen users that tend to, oh no. And making very mental mistakes on the defensive side here. I need to lock in a bit. Let's see. We'll go pass coverage. Oh, fumble. There we go. Okay, so that is the one time the hit stick actually does its job. Let's go. Man, what a big hit. That was huge. After that crappy last drive, we have definitely got to get something going on this one. Let's do a little RPO action. They're heavy on the left-hand side, so I don't love the bubble. We're either going to go O or run the ball here. O. Yep, there you go. Always do possession catch on that, just in case. You'd rather take a catch than get it bobbled out by trying to do run after the catch. Sometimes it'll be a fail, but it's just worth it, man. Don't take any chances. All right, let's try a little read option here. I've got to continue to work on this and get better at the read. Let's watch that defensive end. Yep, good read. Oh, there's the speed. There's the breakaway speed. And he's shifty, too. That's what we want to see from our Heisman contender right there. Let's go. All right, we'll keep that going. I will say the one downside of playing with the Gators is every first down you get, you hear that "Go Gators" crap. It gets pretty annoying after a while. I'm not gonna lie. So that's a weird, funky animation, but sometimes you can do the spin in place move, and it will make them go weak at the knees. It is really weird. I don't use that often, but on occasion you kind of have to if it's a delayed pass like that. It's pretty comical, honestly. All right, let's see if we can get in with the end zone with our running back here. Come on, Pringle. Man, got down to the 1. We got to give him another chance at it. Is he going to get the ball that way? No, because he's number 25. Let's go gun and halfback dive up the middle. We got to get Pringle in the end zone. He got us a good bit of the way down here. We'll go right at the end of the quarter. Let's go. Attaboy Pringle. That way to start the season off, baby. Let's go. All right. 14-3. Let's get back on defense in the second quarter and see what we can do. I just saw an injury. I'm not sure who that was. I think that was on my guy, but I'm not sure. We'll see. It'll pop up that injury report in just a second here. We'll see what it was. All right, second quarter. I'm trying to remember what stadium this is. Is this the SoFi Stadium? Or is this maybe the Mercedes? I can't tell. If you guys figure out what this is. Okay, yeah, it's the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. That's what it is. I couldn't remember. Some of them just kind of look the same, but that halo in the middle, a lot of teams are starting to do that on their screen at the top or on the end zones or whatever. A lot of them are going with that halo ring for the dome stadiums, which I think is pretty cool. It gives you a pretty cool watching experience if you're in the freaking nosebleeds. Not that I would go to a game and sit in the nosebleeds these days with the way ticket prices are. Come on. Big hit. Let's go. Oh, what a freaking tackle. Let's go. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been to an NFL game. I went to a Saints game last season, and it was pretty fun. I enjoy going to games. It's a pretty fun environment. Another big hit stick there. But I would say the Saints Stadium, it's pretty old. They definitely need to do some updates to it. I'm not saying start over and do a brand new one. As cool as that would be, I just don't think they really have the best infrastructure for that. Not to mention there's so much tradition and legacy there with the Superdome, so I'm hoping they'll just continue to renovate it and make it better. I want to go check out Atlanta Stadium, even though I have absolutely – what a freaking pick. Let's go. I did not think that was going to work, guys. I did the interception play there, and normally they won't do it if your back is turned to the ball. It's got to be almost perfect timing. Can't believe he came down with that. That's awesome. This is one of my better cornerbacks, so let's see if his foot was in bounds on this replay real quick. It was hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure he was. Man, that is freaking awesome. Let's go. Anyways, I was saying I'm definitely not an Atlanta Falcons fan. I'm a Saints fan. They were absolutely terrible this year, but it was fun seeing Tyler Shuck. I think he's got a lot of promise and potential. I think we got to do a better job in the draft this year and get some youth. We got a lot of old guys, but I would truly love to see us get some serious talent, replenish the offensive line, maybe get a few skilled players. But you just never know. As a Saints fan, you've learned pretty easily that they do not do the best job when it comes to the NFL draft. So we're just going to deal with whatever they give us. All right, 1st and 10, almost halfway down the field. We're going to shoot for R1 right off the bat, but if that's not open, we're going to go probably O on the comeback route there. Let's see. I don't really see anything open just yet. We're going to take off. Don't want to force anything into interception territory. On Heisman, that's a pick all day, so we want to be a little bit careful on that side. All right, I like this formation. We should be able to run to the left here and get pretty good yardage. So you get the holes. What in the world was the fullback doing? Block that outside guy, man. Jeez. That could have been a lot more yardage if he had actually taken care of his assignment. So let's look, obviously, at triangle. R1 and O is the primary reads. R1 is wide open. Oh, I was too late. No. I was looking at triangle, and he got jammed up at the line. And by the time I saw R1 wide open, I was too late. Guys, I'm at the 50-yard line. Let's go for it. Let's be a little risky here. We'll go with one of the safer plays, inside cross, and let's hope for the best here. I mean, not exactly best coaching decision, but it's CPU. I think we can maybe get away with one here. Oh, yeah. X. There we go. Big money. I'm glad that worked out. That is exactly what we wanted to see. All right, let's see Pringle go up on the middle here. Man, blocking is not stellar today. I mean, it's still – we've had a few holes here and there, but nothing crazy, honestly. All right, let's check R1 first, and maybe square is kind of a backup route. Oh, yeah, square should be wide. There we go. Probably a few inches short. Yep, third and inches. Let's just hand it off to Pringle, see if we can get a few extra yards here. Oh, no. Oh, man, the blocking, guys, I swear. All right, we're in field goal range. I'm going to go ahead and do the smart thing. Make this a 2-touchdown game. Let's see if we can drain this. Gonna get lucky. Right down the middle. Let's go, baby. We will take it. All right, 2-touchdown game. Right before the half. Let's see, about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Hopefully we can get the ball back here, kind of drain the clock down some. Let's see what we can do. So I've been kind of considering doing a bit of a dynasty rebuild. I haven't made my mind up. I'm already in 3 dynasties as it is, and one of them is already kind of not a start over, but it's the weaker teams of the SEC. Like I think I mentioned it in a previous stream, but South Carolina, I want to say Kentucky, Vanderbilt was an option, Mississippi State, Missouri. There were a few teams in there that I don't know that I would consider them per se rebuilds. There aren't really massive rebuild teams in the SEC, but with that, there was only so many you could choose from. And so, of course, I ended up with South Carolina and very much enjoyed playing with them. Lenora Sellers has been great. Nick Harbor is a freaking monster. It's been fun playing with them so far. But we just started that dynasty, and so I don't know if I want to add a 4th or not. But I do want to know if there's something you guys would like to see. So if there's a specific dynasty rebuild or dynasty style or anything you'd like to see, let me know. The next game I'll probably stream will likely be a South Carolina game, if I'm not mistaken, and that's going to be in that dynasty. Our commissioner in that one did uber realistic sliders. I mean, if you look at the stat lines at the end of the game, it is extremely challenging, beyond fair. There's no way to cheese the game. So with that being said, I think that one may be a bit of a fun one to watch. Whereas obviously this, to me, I mean, I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the content at least a little bit, but I can imagine watching a little bit of a blowout may not be all that appealing. So, but I hope you guys keep coming back and continue to watch. And if I need to start posting the scores on the thumbnails, I can. Just it may give you an indication if you want to watch it or not. But anyways, we're going to try to have fun each matchup anyway, even if it is a bit of a blowout. Talk about some fun stuff. And if you guys do want to follow me on Twitch and watch the stream live and kind of jump in on the conversation and all that kind of good stuff, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I always do the Twitch live stream before recording it and putting it on YouTube. So if you would like to watch, my handle on Twitch is rebel_x_nation. And of course, it's just all lowercase. So I would love to have you. If you want to come in and watch, that'd be awesome. And I love, I think the last stream we had a few guys that were in there talking to us, and we had a fun little conversation. So always love when people come in and ask questions and want to talk while I play. That's always fun for me. It can be a little distracting at times, not going to lie, as far as trying to do play calls and read at the same time, but that's perfectly fine. It makes it more fun. The more the merrier. All right, let's see if we can get a stop here.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency. And try to find something positive with this offense.
All right, 19-3.
Try to get some first downs together. Get some good
almost to the 2-minute warning. Oh, can I get intercept? Nah. My guy, it hopped over to the wrong guy. I was going to try. The guy behind the route was the one that ended up doing the pickoff attempt, and obviously that's not who we needed. I wanted to get on 21, but that would have been a hard pick regardless, so I'm not too worried about that one. That's definitely a run attempt. Good stop. Let's go. All right, so they just called a timeout. Or no, that was the 2-minute warning. Sorry. Oh, sweet. I did not realize that was 4th down. My bad. I thought that was 3rd down there. Well, that was a heck of a stop then. I'm kind of surprised they ran for it right there. That doesn't make a ton of sense, I guess. And they also did not drain a lot of time off the clock either. Oh, this guy does have some wheels. Oh, jeez. I probably should not have done that. I think he about broke his leg right there. Golly. That was a pretty cool hurl, though. I'm not going to lie. That was sick. What a hole. Let's go. They finally decide to block a little bit. That's nice. I think we're just going to mostly run the ball here, try to get the clock to run down some. I probably need to turn shoe clock on for 1 or 2 plays. Kind of get this clock down some. Yeah, let's do that real quick. We'll get at least maybe 2 plays in. Or 1. We'll see what this next play kind of looks like. We don't want to be too far away from the end zone. We do want to get a touchdown instead of a field goal here if at all possible. There's our first down. Let's go ahead and kind of get a little bit closer. I'll do some hurry-up offense here. That'll waste some time, but not as much as chewing the clock would. All right, we'll go ahead and turn chew the clock off now. Back to normal, and let's tell you what. I actually really like this tight end flat RPO. Yeah, this might work out pretty nicely. Let's see. Yep. Perfect. There we go. All right, third down. Oof, this kind of gets a little stickier. We're looking for square, and possibly a scramble. Oh, yeah, scramble. Oh, my God. Are you serious, dude? Freaking holding again, I'm sure. Yep. And I think that's the same guy, too. Are you serious? Oh, you got to love holding calls in this game, man. So bogus, dude.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now
3rd and 10.
from a little farther away.
All right, let's go to favorites, and let's see. Let's go red zone scissors. I think this is probably – I need to switch this play, though. Yep, we need wide side of the field for the back. All right, we got to hurry up here. Oh, my gosh, are you kidding me? Really? Guys, we have botched this. My goodness. Okay, let's just do what we know. I am flabbergasted right now. This is insane.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Hey, it all worked out, fellas. Let's go. A touchdown right at the end of the half. Little bit of luck involved, but hey, luck is better than nothing. We'll take it. And let's see, it's 25. Let's go ahead and go for 2. I normally wouldn't do this, but what the heck? Let's just be a little gutsy here. We'll make it 27-3 because then that would be a 24-point game, making it 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I'm a real big kind of math guy. I like to make sure it makes sense. Whew, I'm glad I did possession catch and lean forward on that one, dude. Golly. That was almost no good. All right, let's see. 8 seconds left to go. We're going to kick it off and try to see if we can go in a bit of a prevent defense. They'll probably just run the ball if I had to guess. I can't imagine them taking a deep shot. Not unless they get an insane kick return, which they did not. We'll just do cover 3 sky. Yeah, oh yeah, they're just going to kneel it down. They didn't want any. It's okay. And that's halftime. Let's go. Going pretty solid so far. Halfway through the game. And I think, honestly, a lot of times in the second half, I kind of just turn chew clock on as a whole. And that way, you know, these don't last forever, especially when I'm up ahead like this. And even if I'm playing against a user and beating them badly, which is not all the time, but on occasion, I try to just chew the clock and get the game over with a little bit quicker. I'm really not trying to pad the stats or anything like that in any dynasties right now. I just have lost interest in trying to cheese it out to get stats and Heisman awards and all that type stuff, so I'll let the other users do that. The only true benefit right now of padding stats is if you end up, you know, getting some additional XP for your players and, of course, get, you know, better ranks and better, or not better ranks, but better levels and better credentials for your players. That's really the only benefit of going crazy with the numbers. So, yeah, let's go ahead and turn the chew clock on. We'll try to burn some time throughout the rest of this second half. 27-3. Probably should have hit that hole a little bit earlier. That's okay. Oh, I saw some really good news today. So the whole Trinidad Chambliss situation obviously has been very much up in the air. And everybody's been kind of wondering what the situation is in that whole scenario. That was probably offsides right there if I had to guess. Yep. And his lawyers were able to go ahead and file today in Lafayette County, which is in Oxford, of course, with the Chancellery clerk, and that will allow them to file for the injunction. And if everything goes according to plan, that injunction will either get held up in court long enough to where it won't even matter, and he will easily get to play this upcoming season, or the NCAA will just say, you know what, it's not worth it. We don't want anything to do with this lawsuit, and we will drop the case. He can go ahead and play next year, no problem. That is what happened last year, and not in the same kind of case or degree, but kind of a similar scenario with Diego Pavia for Vanderbilt. He wanted to get his additional year of play eligibility, and it's kind of the same process that he went through, different circumstances, but same process. And he ended up getting approval, and they dropped the case, and of course got to play his year this year. And obviously because of that, got Heisman consideration, elevated his draft stock for the NFL, kind of hurt himself afterwards with everything that he said on the Heisman race deal. But regardless, he's a good player. I think he'll make some kind of team happy. I'm hopeful he'll play ball and not pull a Johnny Manziel and go crazy at that next level, get a big head. You never know. Sometimes these all-stars go to the next level and they make stupid life choices. So we'll see. He seems like a pretty good dude, though, but I just don't know what what kind of off the field kind of guy he'll be at the NFL level. But anyways, I'm again very hopeful, being that I'm an Ole Miss fan, very hopeful that Trinidad Chambliss will be able to get that extra year of eligibility. I'm hopeful that Deuce Knight will be willing to wait behind him, and that would really set Ole Miss up for some solid, consistent years at the QB position for a few years to come. So that's obviously what any team would wish for, is to have some consistency at quarterback. And if any of you guys have watched Chambliss play this year, he was absolutely lightning in a bottle and ridiculously fun to watch. Wasn't perfect by any means, but I honestly believe that if he had the start at the beginning of the season, he could have potentially also been in the Heisman consideration, if I'm being honest. That might be, no, not a touchdown. Almost a first down. Yeah, this is, I talked to the commissioner earlier today. I was hoping that we could maybe change some sliders in this league for a potential future week. Some of the teams have already played, obviously, and so we didn't want to change them midweek right at the beginning of the season. We were going to do it before the season started, but we wanted to adjust a few more of the sliders just to make the game a bit more realistic. I don't think Florida at number 6 would beat Duke at 19. Obviously, being the ratings that we are, 99 overall and stuff like that, that changes things. But pretend that doesn't exist. That's not very realistic. So I think you guys get where I'm going with on that. Realism sliders definitely add to it. You have to tweak them a good bit. I'm in another league, the South Carolina one I mentioned. The commish has changed a lot in that one, and in a good way. But it's beyond difficult, beyond challenging, and the sliders are just, in some cases, almost overboard, to a degree. The passing accuracy is just atrocious. Almost every ball that Lenora Sellers is throwing for me comes out like a wobbly dead duck. So that's not exactly what I have in mind for every single pass that he throws. So now I'm sure that for the people that are watching my stream probably can tell that I use classic passing. I've had so many people say, oh, dude, that's not pro gaming style. That's not what you should be doing. Dude, I get it. Hey, trust me, I understand. I know that there's placement and there's some new, evolution style passing where you can really, go with the meter style and things of that nature, locationing of the ball. Hey, to each their own, but I'm used to playing this way. I will do high and low passing with the triggers and things of that nature. I will lead the receiver with the directional, not directional pad, but with my stick. So I do kind of, it's not true classic where you just click a button and it throws the ball. I am doing lob and bullet passing and things of that nature. And I am leading my receiver. It's just not that placement or locationing style passing deal. But I have several friends that's all they use, and they're a big fan of going that route. So hey, again, to each their own. You got to do what you enjoy the most. All right, let's see. I'm probably going to have to rush the passer here. Oh, no. A little bit of a busted coverage on that one. I don't think that was my coverage slot, but I think it was just a busted coverage overall. I have to go back and watch the stream later and see some of the plays I've messed up on, because I've definitely had several mistakes in this feed. That's one thing I am liking about this streaming process that I'm learning, is that I'm able to go back and kind of watch my games. I didn't do that with just Twitch live streaming because obviously there was no playback. So putting it on YouTube and being able to go back and watch my games, I'm able to kind of learn from myself and get better and, you know, that type thing. So that's kind of nice. I am enjoying. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Pick the right guy. So I turned off the stick, the right stick, being able to switch from player to player. I found that it hurt me more than helped me, but in situations like that right there where it would have actually been very helpful. Good breakup right there. I could have, you know, switched over, you know, super easy to the player that I wanted to, and that would have made a significant difference and been able to make the tackle a lot easier versus the AI completely making the wrong course of direction on tackle there. But let's see here. We're going to try to get close to wrapping this game up. We're almost in the fourth quarter. All right, now what kind of animation was that? You go in for a tackle, he gets stopped in his tracks and immediately hurdles my guy. Okay. Guy's got kangaroo blood in him, I guess. I don't know. That was freaking stupid. It's okay. We will keep on rocking here. Good stop on third down. We needed that. I'm sure they'll probably kick a field goal here to start the fourth quarter, but at the same time, they're also down. You would think that they'd go ahead and go for it and try to get the points, being that it's the fourth quarter now. I don't know. I feel like college football 26, the AI and like the logic behind some of things with CPU is kind of off. They are going for it, so they did what I would think that they should. That's cool. All right, let's see here. Let's go pass, press, over the top, and we're going to shade inside. Can I get a stop? Nope, cannot. Stiff arm me. Dang it. It's okay. Let's see if we can get a stop, kind of hold them to a field goal, or they may decide to go for it again. Who knows? Let's see here. Oh, wow. Did not see the run there. I will say one thing that is a great indicator if you do like to play linebacker or safety is if you want to know if they're running the ball or not, almost every time the offensive lineman, like one of the left or right guards, you will see them rush forward to try to get to the linebacking level. And when that happens, because of illegal men downfield, they can't do that. So it's going to automatically be a run play if you see a lineman rushing down the field to try to get to that second level linebacker. So kind of keep your eyes out for that, and that'll indicate if it's a halfback draw or maybe an RPO or something like that. I probably should have predicted pass right there and shaded inside, and I did not. Oh, man, I'm mad at myself on that. I just cost myself a touchdown. Well, hey, that's football, though. Sometimes you make the wrong play call, you guess the wrong play, or you don't do what you're thinking about doing. That also makes an effect. All right, let's see. Fourth quarter, 34-10. That's not super realistic, but it's also not super not realistic. So, well, I can't say I consider this a cheese game at all. If anybody thinks I've cheesed this game, please let me know. I'm curious to know how. I think the only thing I maybe could have done slightly differently is, which I probably need to go ahead and do, honestly. I need to go to substitution, and I need to put it on keep fresh, because we do not want any of our studs getting hurt, even though the game tends to still keep people in there and get them hurt anyways. That's the other thing that's very frustrating is the injury section of this game. It's kind of stupid. People go down with some of the weirdest things. I mean, I know injuries are a part of the game, obviously. That goes without saying. But this game seems to be a bit ridiculous with it sometimes. Between torn labrums or torn pectorals or whatever. I mean, having a guy go down for 27 weeks is just not fun. All right, let's see. 3rd and 5. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a first down here. Let's go with White Trail. I hadn't run this one in a while. In fact, I don't think I ran it today. Obviously, X and R are one of our primaries. We're going to go ahead and do a comeback screen. Hopefully, I can get it off in time. Yep, I've got it off, and easy money. If he would hold on to the ball, are you serious? I did possession catch there, guys. I don't know what else to do. That's very questionable. But hey, I guess they can't catch everything. Unbelievable. That's frustrating. I'm not going to lie. When you do possession catch, you have the right read, you get the ball off relatively quickly, and that still happens. That's pretty disappointing. Oh, man, I don't know that I necessarily call that realistic football. I mean, I guess people can drop passes just out of nowhere, but that's a bit insane. It is just a video game, guys. It is supposed to be a little bit video game-ish. I've watched people rage quit for less. I will say, and I like to give myself props for this, not braggadociously or anything, but I'm not a quitter. I will not quit a game. You could have me down by 3 touchdowns. I'm not going to quit. You may ask me to concede or something like that, and I'm just going to say, no, we'll finish it out. You can chew clock, I'll chew clock, but I'm not going to quit the game. That's just not my style. I was raised not to be a quitter. So if you ever play me, if you ever want to do an online match or something like that, let me know. You could beat the crap out of me. I'm not going to quit the game on you. We can run it if you want to. What in the world was that? I literally went in for the sack there, and it's like my guys decided to dive sideways at him. What is this? I don't know, guys. That is real odd right there. It is 4th down. They are going for it, so we're going to predict pass. Kind of shade over the top and inside. Going to shade this outside flat. There's no one over here. Oh, he's going deep for it. Oh, how is that not a pick? That was perfect timing. He is a sophomore, and he's also a hybrid, not a coverage specialist, so I guess maybe that makes sense, but I've gotten picks with him last year, and he was a true freshman. He was a 5-star get, so that dude's going to be an absolute stud. All right. Oh, man, I was not paying attention to the play clock there. Let's hurry up. Come on. Get it off. There we go. Not a good run there, but I'm just glad I was able to get it off without a penalty. That would have sucked. All right, we're getting real close to the end of this one, guys. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We're just going to kind of do with some easy passes, get some first downs, or, maybe go ahead and get a first down, possibly a touchdown. I don't know that I necessarily got the yardage or even the touchdowns with Pringle that I was hoping to get. Not, again, trying for cheese, but just trying to, again, keep him in Heisman consideration. With a stud like that, you want to get them a good Heisman caliber year, get them going in the draft, and try to get a good draft slot for him in the game. Oh, I think that's potentially one of my true freshmen right there. I think. Let's see. Hopefully it'll show. Can't remember. Yep, that is my true freshman. So he was a 5-star, and he came for playing time, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if he's going to get playing time, so we'll see. But he is definitely going to be good next year. I want to say that he has an elite dev trait. Obviously, that's what I really try to shoot for when I'm recruiting. Don't always land them, but when you do, that means they're going to advance very quickly when it comes to leveling up and getting a better overall as a player. So it's always good to go for elite players when you can. In the recruiting situation, I think it's very helpful if you want to have talent developer. Oh my gosh, what a whiff. And another one. Man. Jeez. Blown coverage, missed tackles, bad lines. That was poor performance right there, fellas. Anyways, talent developer, and I want to say there's one more. I can never remember the name of it. It's in the bottom left corner. I think it's definitely not tactician. It may be strategist potentially. I think that's what it is. Either way, it basically gives you the ability to see their dev trait when you get to tier 4 It allows you to see their depth trait while you're recruiting them. It's not an always percentage chance of seeing that, but I've got it in one of my other leagues, and it is extremely helpful trying to find all the best talent. Even as 3 stars and 4 stars, not necessarily 5 stars, you can absolutely find not just green diamond gems, but also be able to find those elite and star depth traits. And when you have those, again, they're just going to evolve very quickly on your roster. Almost could have been a pick there too.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is
Man.
wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm.
I shaded that way originally and then fell off of it.
This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
There we go. Hit him right as he was trying to catch it. Fantastic. All right, we're going to run the ball a few times, and then we should be able to get to the point of kneeling it down. I'm not going to try to get down there and kick a field goal or anything like that. We'll, they did not call any timeouts. I think they know it's for the most part over with. Let's see here. Yep. Should be able to get through there. Oh, man. It's 3rd and 8, though. I feel like I need to get one more first down just to ensure that we're good. Actually, I may have not had to really do that, honestly. It's okay. We'll go with the safe play here. Actually, you know what? Let's scramble. There we go. I didn't stay. What? Brother, how is that not a first down? I don't think I can. I can challenge. See, I thought they had it where if it was within 2 minutes, you could not challenge. I could have sworn that I stepped past with the ball past the first down marker. Let's see real quick. I don't know why it's in slow motion like that. I mean, slow it down when you get to the sideline, guys. Come on. What are we looking at here? I mean, I don't know. The guy was kind of walking away with it at the end of the yardage marker. Oh, I got the freaking challenge right. Let's go. That's the first time I've ever done a challenge on a spot foul and gotten it correct. Like, you know, sometimes the computer will say, oh, no, that was not right. I did not even mean to run this. I was meaning to do a kneel down. Oh, well. True freshman. Let's go. Get him some extra yardage. How a way to get a first down, baby. All right, we'll go ahead and go to formation. I don't even think we'll get to do it. It'll probably just whittle its way down, but we're going to go ahead and do that. That is ball game right there, my friends. Well, hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for joining my stream here on Twitch. Thanks for joining in and watching here on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Obviously, again, I know it was a little bit of a blowout. Not crazy. But again, next one will be a really good matchup. I think it's actually a user matchup with that South Carolina league. And again, it's a very realistic slider set. So I think that'll be fun to potentially watch. And so hopefully I'll get to have you guys tune in for that. And planning on hopefully doing that at some point today or tomorrow through the weekend and be able to post it shortly after. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and hopefully y'all will tune in next time. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time. Appreciate you guys. Rebel Nation out.